Scorpio, welcome to your quick and general reading. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this would be the right time, and I hope that it will give you the guidance that you're looking for. And yeah, we're gonna start by picking, dropping cards. Yeah, we're gonna start by picking a card from this deck. Oh, that flew out. Let's see. So this is Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Very good news, Scorpio. Right? Tranquility, peace, smoother road ahead. So all good. Sounds really good. So we're going to pick the cards now. Tarot cards. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Shamla Khan, and I'm a spiritual teacher and an intuitive therapist. I use the cards sometimes with some of my clients, especially when we are trying to get into something deep, like, shadow work, and they may not be aware. So the cards do help. And of course, I also offer tarot readings. And if you're interested to get a personalized reading done, you can book a session. Details are below. And wow, very nice card so far, Scorpio. I like this. Very, very good. King of Wands. Okay. Let's have one more. One more. Okay. And we have here Nine of Cups. Okay, let's see here. So, as said, the angel of peace is here to bring you some really, some time for tranquility and peace, smoother path ahead. And at this point, I feel like, Scorpio, you are at you are experiencing some form of emotional satisfaction, maybe in your relationships. With people in general, they are, there are no obvious conflicts at this point, right? And there is a sense of fulfillment, right? Even if, you're working with others. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to pick up this bunch of cards. Yeah, almost the whole deck dropped, so I need to pick it up. Yeah, so there is a sense of emotional stability, emotional fulfillment. You feel good in most of your relationships, friendships, and connections. And also, we're coming up to Scorpio season, right? So this would also mean that you are experiencing a sense of renewal. It's a nice energy to go into. Yes, I did say this is timeless. However, I'm recording this sometime in mid-October. So most likely, many of you will be watching this, during this season. So some of you may chance upon it during your birthday season. So that would be perfect as well. So you're entering into 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is about, emotional fulfillment, happiness, a lot of nice energy. And what happens when we are in a good space, right? Emotionally, mentally, we're in a good space. We will start to attract new opportunities in our lives, right? So these new opportunities, I feel they are related to career, to work. Okay, so there are new opportunities coming up. Maybe you have new clients, a new project that you want to do, and you are highly encouraged to network. Three of Cups is about connecting with people, right? Creating new friendships, networking, connecting with people. All of that will bring in some new opportunities for you, which is nice, right? And I feel in essence, this is something that most people don't understand, is that in whatever area of work that you're doing, no matter what you do, right? We all need that people connection. And all the more if the kind of work that you do requires requires you to meet people, to be much more outgoing, and this is a season to be much more outgoing, even if you are not an extrovert. But this is really a season to be more outgoing, because the opportunity seems to be, presenting themselves really nicely to you. And so I highly encourage you to find opportunities to do just that, right? To form firm friendships, to maybe even to renew some of the old friendships, rekindle some of the old friendships. There's a lot of even with relatives, long lost relatives, your cousins, your aunties, and whoever, right, that you have not seen a long time. Now is a good time because there are a lot of I feel like there are a lot of work related opportunities that will come your way. Okay. And King of Wands, it's here telling you that it's time to really lean into energies of wisdom, everything that you have learned in life, right? All the lessons that have been presented to you so far. It's time to really play your cards. It's time to really utilize the wisdom that you have acquired. Don't stay too much in your comfort zone. The Nine of Cups tells us that you may just want to hide in your comfort zone at times, where you feel contented, you feel comfortable where you are, you don't want to get out. But I do see that while these are good opportunities, they can challenge you. They will challenge you in a good way for growth, for development. So I would say, don't stay don't be too comfortable in the zone. Because if you stay too comfortable in the zone, then you're not going to feel a sense of satisfaction as a person, right? Not just, you want satisfaction. You want to thrive, right? And the only way to thrive is to get out of your comfort zone. Now, let's see. We're going to pick some cards, right? We're going to, pick cards to get more information, and let's see. Okay. We're going to pick 2 for each. 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Temperance. Okay. Judgment. 8 of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. Magician. Very nice. The Emperor. The Moon. Okay. Right. Let's see. Now, we have here the 10 of Cups, right? And as I've said, you're feeling emotionally fulfilled. There are also these 2 interesting cards here. One is 10 of Wands, one is 3 of Swords, right? And yes, you're feeling emotionally fulfilled and new opportunities are coming in, but there is also a chance that you might be challenged. Okay, so just keep an open mind. You might be challenged that you will be carrying, in the sense of carrying too much of an emotional burden, and is as if it's coming from outside of you, like you personally, you're feeling like, really good within yourself, but there's an outer energy coming in and you feel like you are carrying extra load, there's extra responsibility, and you do feel like heavy, right? It's kind of a heavy energy. But I would say that it's a matter of mindset, and perhaps the question you have to ask yourself is, do I really have to carry this extra load? Is it mine, right? Is it mine to carry in the first place? Because if you carry too much, you're going to be burnt out. Remember that you're going to work with the Angel of Peace, and your focus is actually towards a smoother road ahead. So if you find yourself just picking up extra burden, emotional ones from other people, then you need to think about this very carefully. Is it really your responsibility? Okay. Now, having said that, some of you have unresolved past pains that may creep up, right? And it may seemingly feel like it's ruining your peace, ruining your happiness, but it has to be something that needs to be resolved. And usually when we are in a sense of peace, these things come up because we have the strength to deal with them, right? We are in a space where we are secure, we are happy, and we can deal with some of the past pains, right? This applies to some of you, not all of you. So there will be something from the past that needs to be addressed. And I feel like it's a good time to address, because if you address them, then you will find that you can completely open yourself up to new opportunities that's coming. The Ace of Pentacles really talks about new opportunities. Okay, so when the new opportunities come, make sure you stay balanced. Temperance card here is about staying balanced, right? Stay balanced. Be success driven. It's okay to be success driven. The Knight of Swords tells us that it's okay to be success driven, but then you have to be stay balanced, that you do not just focus on being successful, that you forget all the other values that hold true to your heart, right? I know sometimes we've seen people, right, who are so success driven that it's almost like they don't care what or who gets in the way, and they just trample on them and then to get to what they want. So be very careful here, the Temperance, right? So while new opportunities come up, you can be success driven, you can be ambitious, you can move towards the goal that you want, but keep a balance within yourself. This would include your physical health, mental health, emotional health. Okay. Now, in the Three of Cups earlier on, we talked about important to make connections with people, form new friendships, as well as really, do more networking, socializing, things like that, right? Now, interestingly, we have the Judgment card, and we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about mastering your craft. So I feel like for you, Scorpio, specifically, these cards turning up in this way, I feel like the direction that the energies are telling us is that socializing and connecting with people, right, heart to heart, is part of your calling, because the Judgment is about your inner calling, your life purpose, and is really, really part of that. And this is a skill that you really need to master. Okay, so mastering connecting with people doesn't mean that you have to carry the conversation when you're meeting people. You also have to be discerning what kind of people you want to connect with. It doesn't mean that you connect with anybody and everybody, right? But mastering the art of connecting, socializing, and understanding the needs of others as well as your own needs is really very much a part of your inner calling. And I do see that you do need to refine the skill, and as well as there's some hard work coming in, right? Which means more commitment from you, more work from you to up-level this particular skill in connecting with people. I feel like this has to do with communication. This has to do with connecting with people, whether it's about the art of communication, whether you're communicating in a way that is going to arouse curiosity in people, or you're just going to completely turn them off, right? So it's a skill that is needed to be mastered here. Very interesting energy. Okay, now let's look at King of Wands. King of Wands is about having wisdom, having a vision, right, for the future. Now, what is interesting is it is followed by two major arcana here. And the Hierophant is about traditional thinking, convention, knowledge, education. So I do feel like part of your growth, right, has a lot to do with there is a need for you to continue to learn. Maybe you take up a course, maybe you go back to college, get a degree, that sort of a thing. That is very important for you to utilize the wisdom, the long-term vision, the wisdom that you wish to impart, to share. There is a need for you to go for more education. And some of these the knowledge you acquire will help you to also shape your belief system. And that in turn will help you to really use your wisdom or use your knowledge, right, to turn your visions into reality. It is a resource, right? Whenever we have knowledge or wisdom coming up in our energy read, we consider it a very powerful resource. And in neuro-linguistic programming, right, NLP, the language that is being used when we say to use your resource, It means that you're using your mind, you're using whatever that's available, right? In something available in yourself, something available in other people, something available in your books, right? These are called resources. So the magician is all about utilizing resources. So at this point, it looks like you're encouraged to go back to more learning, more schooling, more acquiring of knowledge, and also to learn to put your knowledge and wisdom into action. All right, there is a need for that. Okay, now let's look at Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups was, I talk about how being too comfortable in that zone that, you don't want to rock the boat. You just want to stay there. Life is good. You want to stay there. But the Emperor comes up. Emperor says that, hey, look here, you need to really practice or exercise leadership, self-leadership first and foremost, and then leadership towards others. And it's about having a better structure in your life that will give you the stability that you're looking for. Always know that whatever stability that maybe some of you have been feeling it inside you, like you need more, you need more self-control, you need more stability. It always has to come from structure, right? It's your own inner authority, self-respect, self-leadership, all that has to come into play. And it's a very masculine energy. So Scorpio, if you feel like you're lacking in that, right, the Emperor needs to be embraced, okay? And to bring in so that you don't stay in your comfort zone for too long. Now, there are also certain unseen or unknown information at the moment. Maybe best not to know, but this seems like the moon is telling us that there is something hidden or something in your unconscious, something that you do not know. I feel, okay, even though the moon represents the hidden, right? I feel like for many of you, it could be your fears. Your fears are keeping you in your comfort zone. Your fears are making you afraid to embrace the Emperor, because the Emperor is all about leadership and being really out there, right? And so the moon can represent the fears as well. Fears, confusion, uncertainty. And when this comes up, right, the moon comes up, it's so easy to just say, I just want to stay in a comfort zone. I just want to stay here. I don't want to get out, right? I don't want to deal with the Emperor. It's very easy to say that because life feels easy when you're in there, okay? So Scorpio, I hope that this is kind of like something that will, give you a kick in the butt to get things moving. I feel it's all good. There are a lot of wonderful opportunities being presented to you. Things are changing. Things are opening up as well. But do you have the courage to follow through? That is the question, okay? So put on your armor, be like the knight, have the courage to follow through. Okay, so we're going to ask for messages from Spirit for Scorpio. Can we have maybe 2 cards? Let's see. Let's see. I am the dreamer of my dream. Exactly. You are the dreamer of your dream. And happiness is my birthright. Now, this particular card expresses exactly the 10 of Cups. Happiness is your birthright. Very nice. Okay. Very short, simple kind of messages. Right? Happiness is your birthright. Nice one, Scorpio. I wish you well. I hope you enjoyed this reading. You will hear from me again. God bless and all the best.